Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday afternoon, November 23rd. We're looking at the last 3 days, basically, of the SPY ETF's market profile. And I go out with a horrible finish. My fault. I had a good day up until I made a poor trade in L period. I'm more upset about not getting back into the trade, which I'll go over in a minute. I plain as day said these algos, with the lack of liquidity today, because I think not as many traders will be around, they're going to be able to bully this stock, the whole market and the S&P around the way they want to. And for the most part, I did very well using that to my advantage. I didn't use it to my advantage basically in K period. It was K that I took the trade, and it cost me my whole day and a little more, which really frustrates me after working so hard. We had a chance for an inside day up, failed. We had a chance for an inside day down, failed. Came back, had another chance for an inside day up, failed. Had a chance for an outside day up and down, right? We took out Friday's high, came down, took out Friday's low. They both failed, but then late in the day pushed up again to try to have an outside day up, and it all went for naught. So basically, after this whole little day today, and basically 3-day balance. Today's high is the high of it. We stopped the one-time framing down. The weekly low from Thursday is the low of it. And in the bigger picture, look, folks, 10 days inside of Monday's range from the all-time high, basically, with a good part of it just inside M's range. So pure balance. Just pure balance again. Look at a Russell. Russell explodes. They're a little different. Come out of a 5-day balance on a gap to the upside. One-time framework from C period the whole day until the week longs finally gave out. And it didn't surprise me because they couldn't hold a set of single prints. So finally they flushed out some week longs. Triple Qs, they go out with a double distribution day. They have a set of single prints that they could not fill. So they go out 8 wide, double distribution day. I thought it would be a layup to get 9 wide. Now this is wrong. We had some bad ticks in L and M to show us that 10 wide down here. Those are not legitimate lows in L and M as far as I'm concerned. We go out 8 wide. I'm using J as an afternoon pullback low as far as my trades today. So in A period, we basically drove straight up. I took a short against Friday's high, thinking we wouldn't take it out right away, and I traded Wednesday's expirations. And I took the 359 puts, and that worked out as they pulled back, and it was a decent trade. B period, same thing. This time we took out B's low. I took a short there, basically below the open, and figured we'd get POC. That worked out. Again, I used the same ones, the 359 puts. So I started off the day nice, 2 for 2. Then in C period, I took a short. Now we took out B's low, and we had single prints. We had a chance for two times to have a trend day down. Once was in B. We took out B's low. B's low. C ran up. I didn't think we'd fill the single prints right away. Took a short. Eventually, they went up, filled them. I took a small loss on that. Then in D period, didn't take out C's high, so the one-time framing continued, but I didn't take the short right away, but I took a nice short as we came down thinking we're going to take out D's low. We did. I did the 357 puts of decent size, and we went down and finally got Friday's low, and that was basically my best trade of the day until it got wiped out on that short. But that was my best trade of the day by far in D period. Now, E period, I went long, even though we're one-time framing down. Didn't have single prints again. I thought at some point we would possibly, we did have singles, but I thought they'd possibly fill. I took a long around D's low, around D's low, got out of it again. Oh, that was F period. I apologize. I'm like, it wasn't E period. That was F period I took that. I'm like, I didn't take that in D. I apologize. E did fill the singles. F open, even though we were one-time framing down, I said I'm going to take a long against D's low. Well, it got below D, took it off, It was only I lost a dime. I wanted to be very disciplined, so I took it off. And then it would have worked out because F went up and stopped the one-time frame. But I didn't care about that. Now, took a short in H at half back. That one worked. In fact, it worked a bunch of times in H, and I carried it through I because with the ebb and flow, we stopped the one-time framing. You know, every time it pushed up, I took a short, push down, I took it off. But I wasn't thrilled we had a reversal bar, so I ended up taking the whole thing off finally in J period. Now, here's a trade, the last trade that really hurt me. K started. I'm like, okay, let's see if we hold eyes high. If not, I should be out above the opening. Well, so I took a short in K, added to it around the opening, and then boom, they blitzed me, went up, didn't get out of it right away, and then you saw what happened in L period. I was looking for K, I was looking for C, because we won one-time framing up as far as I was concerned. I thought maybe we'd push back down because all K did was stop really this little mess in here. I thought for sure we had very good odds of going down to go 9 wide. L open, popped the top, got out of it at a horrible location. And then more, which frustrated me even more, we did take out B's high. We did take out Friday's high. I'm like, well, it's an inside day up, but we weren't getting traction. I was thinking about getting back in and at least pulling back to the opening. Never did it, and that's exactly what we did. I didn't do another trade. So I gave away my whole day and more on that short. Happens. Not happy about it. I can assure you I'm not happy about it. I'm not blaming anybody. Okay? Anybody who's watched these videos, and certainly anybody in my trading room knows, I take full blame. And just like I said, I took advantage of the lack of liquidity when the market moved down, market moved up. Well, this is exactly what happened here. You know, it doesn't matter what the market, what I want the market to do or what I think the market's going to do and come back. The lack of liquidity, we ripped up. Now, I could have gotten back in again, at least an M period, to at least get back my loss, say back down to the opening, because even when we got below the opening, we got a decent push, but I didn't. So we start again tomorrow. Okay, destinations for tomorrow. Well, the upside is today's high, 358.82. Then we don't have anything to 360.16, filling the single print at 17. I said today, even though we got here and got J and got that, in fact, I had added to my short there. I didn't, even though we ended up popping the top. I'm sorry, I had added. I had a very good trade in A period because I was like, you don't get acceptance. Well, nothing's changed. Well, we didn't get acceptance. So again, your next destination isn't until the single prints I have. Then it's 361.50 daily high, poor high. 361.92 daily high, 362.59 weekly high. Those three highs are fairly close together. They're within $1.09 of each other. So we'll see if we get acceptance into this day's range, J's range, what happens. For the downside, we have nothing to the afternoon pullback low, J's low of 356.22. Then we have today's low of 354.87, weekly low of 354.15, 351.26 daily low, and 350.51, another weekly low. So again, let's go to the charts and show you how much we're just in balance. Monthly, they just cannot, they keep defending last month's high, but they can't really get away from it. So it's still balanced. Yes, it's an inside month up, but they did that pretty early this month. And we haven't really gotten much distance away from it. So the buyers need to get going. Weekly, I'm still calling it up. It's still an inside week. You can call up to balance, whatever you'd like. Inside week. And then the daily, 3-day balance now. We stopped the one-time framing down. Inside day up failed twice. Inside day down failed. Outside day up, outside day down. It all failed and it just became pure balance. That's all it became. So volume only 53 million. So the volume is light. No surprise. It will probably get lighter as the week goes on. But that does not mean we won't get volatility because of the lack of liquidity. You know, there'll be no liquidity there if there's less people day trading and less algos playing. Plain and simple. So we have to stay on our toes. I thought I was on my toes pretty good all day, but it shows you how one trade, my friends, can take it all back. I had 2 small losing trades before that. I had a good day before that until I gave it all back. Hope you had a good day trading. Have a great night, and we'll speak prior to the opening.